Good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about hemorrhage in early pregnancy. And now we will discuss about abortion. In hemorrhage in early pregnancy, we will discuss about abortion. So what is abortion? Abortion is an expulsion from its mother of an embryo or the fetus weighing 500 gram or maybe less than when it is not capable for independent survival at 28 weeks of gestation. Means fetus is not ready for independent survival. Fetus is not capable for independent survival, but the process of abortion is start. That term is known as abortion. So now we will see the incidence. See how many cases abortion seems. It seems in actually it seems 80% in females. If we will discuss about 80%, then 5% it seems in before 16 weeks. Before 16 weeks, we can see 5%. It is less common, but 75% it seems in before 8 weeks. It is more common. So total percentage is 80%. We can see 80% in females. Abortion we can see that 80% in females. Now we will discuss etiology. Why it occurs? Why the fetal loss occurs in females? So first etiology is genetic. Second is anatomic. Then endocrine and metabolic disorders. Then infection and immunological disorders and infection. So what is about genetics? So generally in normal condition we see that we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. So we have two copies of each chromosome in normal condition, but in trisomy we see that we have three copies of each chromosome. That condition is known as chromosomy. It means one copy is increasing in trisomy. That condition is known as trisomy. So in trisomy there are so many varieties of trisomies trisomy 1, trisomy 2. Each copy of one chromosome. One chromosome is increasing in condition of trisomy. So trisomy 16 is the most common cause for fetal loss. Next, second is monosomy. So as we have seen in trisomy one number is increasing in each pair. In monosomy what happens? In monosomy one number is missing. One number is missing in each pair. So that is called monosomy. So trisomy and monosomy are the most common cause for the fetal loss. Second is anatomic, like cervical incompetency or malformation of uterus. That is also cause for fetal loss. Endocrine and metabolic disorder, like mother has any thyroid disorder or diabetes mellitus, that also can cause fetal loss. Infection, any type of bacterial, parasite or virus infection can also cause fetal loss. Immunological means any immunity disorder in mother also can cause fetal loss, any type of infection. So now we will discuss about classification. If we will see, abortion is classified into two categories. One is spontaneous and second is induced. Spontaneous is divided into two: isolate and recurrent. Spontaneous means it occurs spontaneously, means itself. Nobody is inducing. Induce means someone is inducing. Induce is divided into two: legal and illegal. Legal means that is acceptable, but illegal is which is not acceptable. Legal, in legal, MTP if mother is mentally ill or any chronic disease in mother, and so many cases that is legal. Illegal means that is not acceptable. If we will see about spontaneous is divided into two: isolate and recurrent. Isolate means it can happen only one or two times. Recurrent means the another name of recurrent is habitual. Habitual means it can occur more than two times or three times. So now we will distribute isolate and recurrent into six categories. So first is threatened, second is inevitable, third is complete, fourth is incomplete, fifth is missed, and sixth is septic. Septic is less common. That is less common. Now we will discuss about threatened abortion. So what is threatened? As the name threat. What is threat? Threat means warning. Means the process of abortion is start, but not progressed. In threatened abortion, the internal os of the cervix remain closed, but the process is start. But in threatened abortion, we can protect the mother. Second is inevitable. Inevitable means internal os of the cervix is opened. The process of abortion is progress. The process is start and abortion is progress. In inevitable, recovery is impossible. Recovery is impossible. Next is complete. In complete abortion, the whole conceptional product is expelled out from the mother's uterine cavity. Whole conceptional product is expelled out from the mother's cavity. In that case, also recovery is impossible. In complete abortion, internal os of the cervix will be opened. And in incomplete abortion, the partial part of the conceptual product may be expelled out and partially may retain. In missed abortion is a condition. In this condition, the fetus in the uterine cavity is dead. Fetus is remain dead, but it will not expand out. Why? Because internal os is open. In septic, after performing in these abortions, if any infection occurs in that condition, septic forms, but it is very less. It seems very less. So I hope you will understand about infection. Thank you.
इस वीडियो को लाइक करें, हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर बेल आइकन जरूर प्रेस